Silent minds, lack of inner voice impacts memory. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live without that constant stream of inner dialogue? For a long time, it was assumed that having an inner voice was a universal human experience. However, recent research has revealed that not everyone shares this trait. Some people live without an inner voice, a condition now coined as anendophasia. Researchers describe how people with anendophasia find it time-consuming and challenging to translate their thoughts into words. Some think in pictures and then convert these images into words when needed. Others describe their minds as well-functioning computers that don't process thoughts verbally, lacking the typical connection to a mental loudspeaker and microphone. To explore the implications of anendophasia, researchers conducted a pioneering study. They investigated how the lack of an inner voice affects problem-solving and verbal memory tasks. Participants were asked to remember sequences of words that were phonetically or visually similar, such as bought, caught, taught, and wart. The hypothesis was that without an inner voice to internally repeat these words, the task would be significantly harder. Their findings confirmed this hypothesis. Participants without an inner voice struggled more with remembering the words. The same difficulty was observed in tasks, requiring them to determine if pairs of pictures contained rhyming words like a sock and a clock, which relies heavily on the ability to mentally rehearse the sounds. Other experiments testing the role of the inner voice in quickly switching between tasks or distinguishing similar figures showed no significant differences between those with and without an inner voice. This suggests that people without an inner voice might employ alternative strategies, such as physical tapping, to complete tasks. The study raises an important question: does not having an inner voice matter in daily life? So far, the differences in verbal memory identified in the study aren't noticeable in regular conversations. However, there could be implications in specific fields like therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for example, relies on identifying and altering thought patterns which might be impacted by the presence or absence of an inner voice. This research is just the beginning. Future studies will explore whether the lack of an inner voice affects other areas of language processing and cognition. For now, the discovery of anendophasia opens a new window into the diversity of human thought and perception, challenging our assumptions about how our minds work. This video is based on the study "Not Everybody Has an Inner Voice: Behavioral Consequences of Anendophasia" by Johanne Nedergård et al. In Psychological Science. What do you think of this research? Drop us a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more neuroscience news updates.